Athlete Commission for Triathlon Australia.
Let's be honest, you won't get picked for it.
I did. No, I did. Hope you well, because someone pulled out, so I got picked. I got picked based off.
Now you kind of can't not.
So I nominated for it. So I nominated for the. I think there was like 8 people. Yeah. So there was 8 of us that nominated for the Elite Athlete Commission, and 7 got picked. I was the one that didn't get picked.
What is this?
So it's like Triathlon Australia has like, I think like every government.
Yeah, they have
sporting,
like an athlete body, don't
they?
they?
It's an athlete body, so like a representation, like they represent
the union heads.
Oh, okay, yeah, like representing the athletes for the
top schoolboys.
Okay. Wow, cool.
Anyway, I didn't get picked for it, and then someone's pulled out, so now I've been picked by default.
Oh, congratulations,
I know,
Lockie.
I know.
Wow,
Fuck,
that must feel good.
Yeah. Not really. Still feels like a bit of a slap in the face. Hang on, I actually got to get this run sheet up.
Okay, well. Who cares?
Who sent it?
What's with the up and go?
Nah, whoa.
Okay, get rid of that.
I might review the up and go.
No, fine. I need the. No,
the
cut that out. We can't have that. I'll actually get in trouble.
We're gonna have to cut out all of it then, aren't we? Wait, stop.
Sorry, thought we started.
We're gonna have to start again if you need me to cut that out, right?
Yeah, probably because I would. I mean, I know body science probably I'm going to see it, but I
don't give a shit.
Or I mean, I'd rather not threaten my contract.
No.
Actually, no, I can't say this either. Alrighty. That's how I start every episode. Have you seen?
Yeah.
Yes,
you said that last episode as well,
and
didn't you?
then you also said that that's how you always start an episode.
Yeah.
So.
And we're on to episode 10,
This is the Unfunded podcast, episode 10. Not a lot of people make it to episode 10, apparently.
Yeah,
hang on, we'll just do the intro first. All right, fuck, we're going to start again. We'll do that, and then I'll say that, and then you can, and then okay. I know you want to tell your little thing, so I was going to let you do that. Oh my God. All right, fuck, 3, 2, 1. Alrighty. This is the Unfunded podcast, episode 10. I am Lachlan Jones, professional triathlete. Sorry, fuck.
I am Leighton Wall, also a professional triathlete, and we have our
producer Sarah. What's up?
Fuck, we've been in a bit of shambles. That was like 5 takes there.
Yeah,
fucking hell.
We've never had that before.
No, we had the jitters there. All right, like we said, episode 10. Leighton's got some fun facts about podcasts.
Does he?
Yeah.
Oh, this is so great.
I came prepared. So last week I said episode 10 is a big episode, and we apparently make it in the podcast world. I don't think we have. It hasn't happened yet, but apparently 90% of podcasts don't get over 3 episodes.
Wow.
And only 720,000 podcasts have over 10 episodes. So
what?
We are now podcast 720,001 to make over 10 episodes.
What I was actually gonna
That's fantastic.
I'm actually so annoyed. I was gonna bring in a whiteboard. I had like a little whiteboard that I was gonna have here, and I was gonna stick it up behind us, and I was gonna start. I'm probably gonna do it for the next one. I wanted to put in a countdown, like a little countdown tally of followers.
Oh, to see how close we are to Leighton.
Because we just get closer and closer every single week.
No,
Leighton,
I think it's only 200 now.
It is 204.
Okay.
So Leighton's at 565, and 361.
Okay, boost my numbers, guys. Come on, let's go.
Have you been getting any?
Yeah, like 60 since the podcast started.
Really?
Oh, nice.
Whoa.
But 300 haven't followed me. So I'm disappointed.
I'm sorry, but like if you've only got 500 followers and you've gotten 60 in just the past 3 months, 2 months, 3 months.
Yeah.
That conversion is high.
It's pretty good. Yeah.
It's good. Well done.
Oh, it's good for you.
How many followers have you got, Lockie? You wouldn't know because you already got so many. You can't keep track.
6,000. I don't know. 6,200.
Oh, of course he knows.
I can get the exact number. 6,221.
That's your personality.
It's what makes me money.
Whatever.
Alrighty.
So that's a bit of a podcast fact. Episode 10. Let's rock and roll.
Let's.
What's been happening?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That's right. What has been happening? Sarah, have you been doing anything exciting?
Yes. I have been running. You guys are going to be so happy with me.
That's good.
I was really excited to come in and tell you that I will not be eating a raw egg or telling any more stories
Probably good. Probably a good thing. Probably a good thing we forgot the eggs actually as well. We forgot to bring them.
You forgot to bring the
fuck.
eggs.
Lucky you've been right. No, we forgot. We didn't bring them on purpose because we knew you would have run.
Oh yeah,
And we need to
that's it.
congratulate
We had faith.
Sarah
That's it, boys.
We had faith.
on her running.
Yeah.
So how was it?
It was good. I went Tuesday after the pod when I said I would because I was scared about another
Straight away,
egg.
yep.
And then I went on Saturday, and Saturday was really good. I actually spent the entire time on the phone to a friend.
Okay.
And
Makes it go easy.
it makes it
quicker?
go, way easier because I'm just listening to her. Obviously, talking's difficult.
Yeah.
Yep.
Have you heard this before? So I've been told, like, if you're running and you can talk, like, properly, then you're not working hard enough. Is that?
I hope not because we do that all the time.
Yeah. So that's just a myth.
No, that's a myth.
Okay, interesting. Okay, good.
No, you're probably in like the perfect little zone. Yeah,
Yes.
it's like the aerobic zone.
I mean, if you can talk,
comfortably enough.
too easy, then we ran with each
Conversation
other.
pace.
Yeah, we ran with each other on Sunday and we
talk the whole
spoke
time.
for 45 minutes. Like,
Oh, nice.
It's fine.
Oh, you did the whole
Yeah.
time.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay,
Well, I mean, he did 45. I did an hour 30. But that's all.
subtle brag.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's
so
get into our training weeks.
I am
then.
getting, I am getting low. I'm getting into peak a lot. So my Fitbit will tell me if I'm like in peak, which
Peak.
means like I'm at the peak of my
fitness.
fit. Like I'm
don't think
actually
that's
my
true.
heart's pumping too hard.
Oh.
Do you know what I mean? Like they're like
your
it's like
peak heart
slow
rate.
down.
Oh,
Yeah, they're
okay.
like slow down.
Yeah, right. We don't have those.
No, you
don't
don't.
think.
You don't get peak
No.
heart
we don't-
rates, or you
I feel
don't.
as if those like the new Garmin's and all that have all these like whiz bang technologies that say
It's all a bit too much.
yeah.
Everyone's trying to close their Apple Watch rings and shit like that. Like, everyone's like, I gotta get my steps in, I gotta stand up, I gotta do this, and I gotta get a heart rate, and it's like, fuck,
we
all
get
right.
sent reminders to move and stuff, and then
Nah, there's
then you
nothing.
get peak, yeah.
There's nothing worse than when you've just done a big session and your Garmin saying like you're unproductive or,
Yeah,
or it's like, are
exactly.
you
Yeah.
fucking kidding me?
Exactly. It's really, it's disheartening actually because then I have to slow down because I'm like, okay, I'm about to have a heart attack here. And
Nah, you're
Is it-
fine.
Don't listen.
I'm
to
fine?
it.
It doesn't know what it's talking about.
Okay, all right. So what's like a good heart rate to be in when you're running?
I mean, it's relative to everyone.
I think a safe bet's like around 140.
Yep. Yeah,
you can
'cause
run
that-
around 140.
Isn't that the space in which is it 120 to 130 or 120 to 140 where it's like a fat burn area?
Yeah.
that
It's
it?
essentially like the aerobic zone. It's very
yeah.
again, it is a bit more individualized.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
if you're in a like that's why you do see triathletes and runners, and I mean again, it's relative,
Yes,
but that is a fat burning
Basically,
state.
like,
yeah, and because we do
approximately.
80%
Yeah.
of our
Most
training
of it,
around that zone, so
Yeah.
explains
And you guys are lean, like
And
you look at you.
exactly.
You're
It explains why it's white.
You're
You're
toy.
toy. It explains
Well,
why
you
there's
got no
no
fat.
Yeah, no fat on us.
Right, yeah. Okay, cool. Good to know. There you go.
Yeah. Good job.
Thank you.
Anything on what have you done? Oh, you got your car.
Yeah, I did get my car. I picked it up.
I still haven't seen it.
Oh.
Was it in the car park?
Nah, it wasn't in car park. It was on the road.
What color is it?
It's white.
Oh,
Yeah.
Safe.
I see.
It's always safe.
Yeah, it is
Fancy.
safe.
White, black, or grey?
Yeah,
Why
yeah.
go anything
Yeah,
else?
Exactly
mine's
right.
black.
What color? Yeah, mine.
My,
Same.
and white is the other one. So
But
yeah.
I noticed with a white car, I've only had it
They're
like
both-
4 days, but it just gets like little bits of dirt on it.
Yeah.
It's just a
Yeah.
bit annoying, isn't it?
Yeah.
But I'll have to keep it washed.
You
So-
bought a white car.
I mean-
What do you expect, bro?
I mean, beggars can't be choosers, can they? It was
No, they
the
can-
best I found. So,
Nice.
and now I can officially say that probably my bike isn't more expensive than my car.
Oh, beautiful.
Yeah,
That's good to know.
because most triathletes, I reckon, their car is less than their bike. Well, it was for me. a
Wait.
lot
Lockie
of the
looked
time.
very confused.
Hang on,
What's
sorry. Say
going
that
on.
again.
No,
I can now.
Your car's more expensive than your bike.
yes,
well,
correct.
around the same, yeah.
Oh my god, how expensive are bikes?
Oh no, they're pretty bad.
yeah.
Are we talking more than 10,000
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
for a bike?
To like 20.
yeah. 20.
Why? What's so special about these particular bikes you're riding on?
I guess the full carbon, the aerodynamic spec, the componentry, the gearings, the everything. It's made to be
designed for elite.
lightweight and aero, basically.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
It's designed for, I wouldn't even say it's designed for elites because we can't afford it. It's designed for really rich age groupers.
Yeah.
We just hope to get a bit
People
of scrap
with
for
heaps of
free.
money.
yeah.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, it's good to
Yeah.
know as well.
Yeah. So just don't buy one.
Just don't go.
Just get a
Just
second-hand
don't
one.
start doing triathlons.
Go to
Just-
Marketplace or
Yeah.
something.
Yeah.
Something a bit better.
Oh,
I
Lockie.
had a pretty cool weekend.
did you?
What
Yeah.
happened?
I was I actually got to a lot on the weekend. I had my my first group of athletes competing in a race. So first time I actually got to go watch some athletes. I keep hitting this with my chin. Yeah.
That's not a surprise,
Have you got a big chin? Is this a joke? Is this an ongoing joke about Lockie's chin?
Yeah. It is.
I've been known.
We won't embarrass him.
He's been known to.
You know what? I'm proud of it.
Okay, go on.
I've been known to have a bit of a butt chin.
What are some of the nicknames?
Nathan Cleary.
Buff Squidward.
Buff Squidward.
Yeah.
What else have we been called?
It could fit.
I think they're the main two.
Yeah.
It could fit a couple of balls on it pretty easy.
Yeah, I could get something in there.
It's good.
It's good. I love your chin, Lucky.
Thank you.
I love
Alrighty. I was trying to be serious.
Yeah.
Why?
Anyway, I had got to watch my first athletes compete.
How did they go?
They were right. I think they were happy with it. They did well. So
we were watching a race.
I was watching a race, yeah. So it was a Gold Coast triathlon, so I got to go out there and watch them and support them, and it was cool being on the other side of the fence, and instead of being the person on the course, I actually got to, and it was almost like a different sense of like pride. I guess like I was proud of them because it was.
Oh, because they're athletes that you're working with.
I coach them, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Okay,
so athletes that I coach. So it was like I was there and I was watching. I was cheering. It was a different. I was nervous for them as well. So it was a different level of like excitement.
Oh, it'd be so good to have that feeling.
Yeah. It was cool. I really enjoyed it. So they all did really well, and they loved it, and they're keen to get back out and do some more training.
And how old are these kids?
No, we have a mixture. So we had one girl. She's 18, and then we had. Others in their 30s and 40s. So
okay.
Yeah, we got a big mix of athletes. So it's really cool. We do that with I do that with our good friend Johan Collin. So it's cool that again both elite athletes sort of seeing the other side of the fence here and getting to work with some age groupers. So yeah, it's cool. I really enjoyed that.
Did you get any kind of like tips for yourself, like while watching them? I think like, maybe I should like do this a little bit differently, or like or maybe
couple
even
of socks on
in
transition.
Yeah, they've got their underpants inside out. I really like that vibe. Like,
no, if anything, it's more of like a mental thing. Like you see them running around and they're just having fun. Like they are just enjoying it. So it's like, this is the side of sport that sometimes gets lost in elite level. It's
correct.
It's like we take it so serious, and like you've seen us, we've both come in after races before and been so defeated and been so sad, and it's like these guys are just happy to be out there. It really is like
care.
It's like
they do care, but
they do. They're having fun. It's like
they have fun with it.
Yeah, look at the bigger picture here. Like we got into this sport because we enjoyed it. So just because we're racing at an elite level doesn't mean we can't enjoy it still. So I think I take that out of it. That was pretty cool. But I think the coolest thing was I went to the footy on the weekend, and I only go to the footy.
Where'd you go? The Burleigh Bears.
I drove past that place.
I don't know why you're talking shit, because you know full well it wasn't the Burleigh Bears. I was at Seabus Stadium behind glass. I only go to the footy if I'm in a corporate box these days. So
where are you getting corporate boxes from? Such a wanker.
Can't tell you.
You're the worst, Lockie.
I paid for
keeping this money from us.
Paid for
corporate
myself.
Boxes.
For yourself.
Paid for it myself.
Oh,
it's my box.
Yeah, right. Okay.
It's not. It's not. It was definitely an invite.
Yeah. Okay.
But no, I went there with my friend and actually my business partner from the management company that we have. So we got to go there and I guess talk a little bit of business, but really we just
sunk beers.
Drank a lot of beers.
Yeah.
Just drank a lot of beers. So
love it.
that was good fun though. So I don't really watch the NRL, but I will go if I'm in the corporate box.
Can't deny it, can you?
I used to do that too as well. I never watched it, but if I got a corporate box, I'd always go.
Yeah.
You get food and drinks and
and good seats too.
It's a good vibe.
Oh, it's so good.
Yeah.
You don't have random people, yelling behind you.
Yeah, no punch-ons. Pretty cool.
Yeah, did you see that?
Me and Tom nearly punched on.
Oh, did you?
Couple of rum and cokes.
Yeah.
What were you going to say? Were you going to say there was a fight? You were
going
to say something.
I was going to say, did you see the fight at the South versus Roosters game?
No.
Nah, probably not. But massive fight.
Was it in the crowd?
Yeah, in the crowd.
Oh, they're always fun.
A bunch of them. They love it over
South
there.
Roosters too.
Oh,
that's a rivalry
Battle
game.
of Sydney.
Yeah.
I have to check that out.
And they're a bit like they are mongrels too.
Yeah.
Like, you literally got
rugby league we're talking about.
It's also like there's been even the Crows and Port like the Adelaide sort
Rivalry.
of rivalry, that gets pretty feisty as well.
Yeah.
I've heard stories. I've got family friends from Adelaide, and they've said, I think it's at the last quarter they open the gates onto Adelaide Oval.
Oh,
so there's a
okay.
big open section at Adelaide Hill. And you can sort of sit on the hill for, I don't know, the last quarter for free.
Yeah.
So you just get all the dirty port guys that can't afford tickets just jumping up there. And apparently I've heard nasty stories. There's brawls up there.
Yeah,
So,
right.
we're going to have to make our way down there.
Sounds awesome. Yeah, let's go.
Oh, yeah. That was cool.
You're just watching from the side.
I don't want to be in it.
Unfortunately, though, our footy teams, they've suffered.
You've been a little bit harsh here.
Yours-
We lost one game and we lost by 1 point.
Yeah, the Adelaide Crows lost by 1 point.
1 point. It was so close. And I think we got robbed, but we'll save that for another day.
Of course, you think
I mean,
you
we
got
got
robbed.
But your team sucks now.
Yeah, the West.
you guys do suck now.
It started off so well, as it always does. Brings me in for the year, and then
just sad for the rest of it.
Crushes
yeah,
your
we're done.
heart and soul.
Yeah.
So what? They won the first two.
They won 2 of the first 3, and I thought they're on.
Yeah.
They're on.
And then-
05 Tigers are back.
Then they lost
And then
5.
yeah,
Did they actually?
No, I think they've lost
like
2 now.
The last 2.
Yeah.
Like badly, like annihilated.
They did on the weekend.
It wasn't great on the weekend.
Yeah.
I don't watch the NRL, but I did check those results just to see how you were going.
Yeah.
It was
Anyway,
bad.
Sorry about that, Leighton. Sucks for you.
Anyway, take that back because we haven't jinxed the Crows. We're still going well.
Okay.
other things that happen in the world of sport that's kind of close to, not really us.
I
but
mean, we talk about this a lot.
We talk about this a lot,
Yeah.
and we're, I guess, kind of involved around.
Yep.
You know, it's on the Gold Coast a lot. The surf life saving Australian champs, Aussies.
Yep.
Know a
Yeah.
fair few
Huge.
guys that compete. Obviously, do all the nippers. And
Did you
stuff
get
like
down
that.
there and watch?
Nah, I didn't.
Neither.
I was going to go watch my roommate. He was in the ski final, but that was on Sunday. But I didn't get down there. I rode past Tugan.
It was
That
packed. I
morning.
didn't even bother going that way.
Yeah, and
So busy.
I just saw it and I was like, I'm not going to get a park.
Yeah.
By the time we get home from my ride and drive down and try and get a park, by the time he races, I'm not going to get in.
Yeah, and
But,
there's thousands of people down there.
Yeah,
it's
it was
huge.
crazy.
I was down at Tugan.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
okay.
Kira, sorry.
Kira?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it is Kira. It
And
was
wha- and
just
what's-
thousands of people.
What's the ski? Is that jet ski?
No, the surf
ski?
ski.
Surf
Like
ski?
the-
What is
it's
Like the
like a
kayaking
kayak.
one.
Yeah.
Like the kayaking one.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll Google it.
Yeah,
Yeah, I'll Google it.
It's just like kayaking
Like,
in the ocean.
like canoeing.
Yeah, like
But like a real long, fast one.
Oh, yeah. Okay,
Yeah.
I think I know what you're
for
talking
the
about. Yeah.
ocean.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
sorry.
So they have like the full one where they do like the full Ironman, which is like swim, board, and the ski. But then they also break it up into individual
The
legs. So there's a
individual
swim
races,
legs, a board leg, and then there's so you can do just one.
Okay.
You can do a swim race, or then you can go to a board race, and then go to a ski race, or you can do the whole thing together.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So there's a lot of events. It's a huge. It goes for a whole week.
Yeah, it's massive.
Yeah, it's a whole week of events.
Like
so
everyone from
Yeah.
Australia comes up and
Yeah.
they all race. And
Yeah,
I mean,
I'm
I'm
understanding. Yeah,
yeah.
I kind of like had a moment there because I was like, hang on a second, Iron Man doesn't have.
not the one we do. Not the
Yeah,
Ironman we do.
Not Ironman triathlon, yeah.
No.
Okay.
So that's where it does
Yes,
get confusing
yes.
because, you know, Ironman is also a brand of
Yeah, the
triathlon
brand.
racing.
Yeah.
So it is confusing. It is, even though, you know, they like to say that they're the
Ironman.
Ironman. They're not. You look up Ironman on Google,
Yeah.
you got
I mean,
to scroll.
that
You got to scroll to see them.
That's probably because triathlon Ironman pays so much money.
Who cares? They're
That's
still
so
bigger.
much- yeah.
We're still bigger. Honestly, like I really like the clubbies and I'll watch the clubbies. I respect the clubbies, all that.
Sure.
But they're big for about 20 kilometers worth of beach.
yeah.
Nobody outside of that 20 kilometers knows who the
Well,
fuck they are.
Yeah, in Australia.
Yeah.
It's huge.
Well, again, between Southport and I reckon Currumbin, huge. Go either way. Anywhere else around, not that big.
No.
Not that big. But yeah, it was awesome. And again, like we said, we really do like watching it.
Yeah,
And
it's cool stuff.
the winners,
Yeah.
pretty cool.
It
of them.
was pretty cool. I mean, I actually sat down and called it
Here we go.
when I was watching it.
Didn't have any proof.
Nah, no proof. But Ali Day, who's obviously like the veteran GOAT, he won his 4th, I think, Aussies. And then Georgia Miller / Fitzsimmons,
Fitzsimmons.
she won her 4th, I think, as well, or maybe more.
Yeah, it was her fourth one. She won the surf race like 6 times or something, but she won it on her final race. She's retired.
Yeah, I know. That was the coolest thing.
That's cool. Yeah.
Going out on top.
Yeah. It's like you've finished your career, you're done, and you're
out on top.
To be still that good. Like you could still keep going.
Yeah.
Like you're winning. You're the best in Australia. You could keep going, but you're choosing to, nah, my time's done. I've done what I want. I'm at an age now where I want to go pursue something else.
Yeah.
I think I love that.
I think that's the coolest story out of that weekend. Well, we got another kind of controversy, but we'll get to that later. But the fact that someone can go out on top, or an athlete going out on top, and then not thinking of the opportunity to make more money. Like, you could think about how much more money she could make by going another year. Oh, I've got another year of sponsors, and I'm the reigning Aussie champ, and blah, 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 blah. It was like the Olympic TT cyclist for Australia. She won the gold medal, and then she just packed it up after that.
Yeah.
She's done.
Well, she knows her capacity, right? Like she knows what makes her happy, and she knows where her goal was, and she's hit it.
She's hit it.
Because
she wants to do something else.
There's so many, and there's been so many cases in triathlon as well where, like for me, the big one is like Vincent Louis. So like you look at Vincent Louis from like 2017 to about 2020.
Yeah.
World champion, he was literally the best in the world. In between the Olympic Games period, he was the best and just unstoppable.
Yeah.
He almost took it these like few years too far, where that iconic legacy of him just being so unbeatable faded away a little bit because he started getting beaten, and he almost ran out the clock of, he's now a bit older, he couldn't keep up with the pace. He almost, that great legacy and that great, I guess, resume that he built almost gets lost a little bit because you want to see how far you can take it, but really you can't keep up with the time, so you fall back.
You do just deteriorate.
Again, another one like we talked about, Gwen Jorgensen.
Yeah.
She was quite literally the best female triathlete we've ever seen, and now she pisses me off every time I see her on the TV.
Yeah, that's because it's a commentator though. Who's bringing her up.
Yeah, exactly.
But she's the best,
and she's just not the best anymore. Yeah. So it's like you were an icon and you were great. So when she left to running, in my opinion, obviously I say she should have stayed, because she's almost tarnished that like great legacy that people have in their heads.
Well, look at what happened to Mike Tyson, for God's sake.
Yeah,
Jake Paul.
Exactly.
Like, that was so upsetting to watch for people who are big fans of
Well,
Mike.
I mean, for me, I never saw Mike. I never saw the great Mike Tyson. So you knew
Mike Tyson,
and the aura.
legend.
Yeah, because you guys are so young, of course.
Yeah.
And then you see him do this, and you're like, oh my
You're like, what
God.
the fuck? What was that? Yeah, what was that? It was
Yeah.
like, that's not the Mike Tyson I've heard. And again, he's like 60 years old, so like of course he's not the Mike Tyson that I heard, but still, you
ending
can't
on a
help
high
but
note,
ruin.
like it's what he should.
Yeah, or you could tarnish your career a bit more for more money. It's like it's a bit of give and take. I was actually having this conversation about someone, with someone the other day, and we were saying like these kind of guys who are just kind of kicking around still in the sport, and my mate said they should just retire. But then I said,
what's next?
Why should they retire when they can go around, still earning heaps of money, like good money, still their body can still do it to a good ability.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But if they're not known as the legend that they were.
If they don't care about it,
it's
not caring about your legacy. Like obviously, you guys probably care about it a lot, but some people don't as much.
Yeah.
And if it's a way that makes
money.
them money, plus they enjoy it, and they don't care so much about that, of course they're going to go ahead and do it.
Better than, going on the tools or whatever else you got to do after you finish your career.
Just start an admin or something like that. Do you know what I mean?
Do some boring office job.
Well, that's the thing. I think sometimes people are just like, they have such a fear of what's next, and it's like I haven't actually set myself up for what's next. So I know Georgia has sort of set herself up for what's next. So maybe that's why she's so content with, I can go out now. Like kudos to her, she's gone out on top, and I'm content with going into what I've done next, what I've got next, because I'm excited for what's next.
Yeah, exactly.
Like I know what next is it's still gonna give me the thrill that she's got right now from doing her racing. So yeah, I don't know. Yeah. I'm definitely one that I'd love to, win an Olympics and then you never see me again.
Yeah. I think that's the coolest way to go.
Yeah, that's cool. But yeah, again, kudos to Georgia Miller. She is an icon of the sport and one of the best to ever do it. Ali Day, again, he's just another one of the best to ever do it. So yeah, good on them. They are the best, and they probably are. I think the the two best people won that race. The big controversial thing that happened on the weekend. We'll have to show you the videos after.
Cool.
The Northcliffe versus Newport relay. And
two of them.
And it happened twice, which was nuts. I didn't watch this live, but
the reels are going on.
Oh, I got it sent to me so many times about these guys. And it was the same. It was the same. So the Morris brothers represent Northcliffe. I think it was. I can't remember which one it was.
Jake.
It was Jake. So Jake representing Northcliffe got a little bit too close and personal with one of the Newport guys, and are we going to say he pushed him?
Oh, it's
allegedly is the word we put.
Yeah,
first.
It's one of those things, I guess. It's like boxing someone in on, I guess, a bike. That's the best way I could describe it. But
I see.
It's like that debate of sportsmanship versus how far can you push the boundaries in the sport.
I definitely think.
What actually happened?
So they clashed paddles and
so they're paddling in and they
started to hit each other. And
then they just started.
I definitely think he extended that paddle over a bit further than what he needed to, and it definitely was a bit exaggerated. Yeah. But where I look at it is, Jake Morris is going to beat him up the beach any day.
Yeah.
So he should have just done let the legs do the talking. He would have beaten him. He didn't need to do that.
No, probably not.
The carry on, I don't actually really care about that.
No, I think that's kind of good.
I like a bit of carry on. Like, I love a big fuck you. Like, I love that
bit of a
sort
ribbing.
of. Yeah. And he did. Again, we'll show you the videos after, but he basically got to. He did the real controversial one with the ski paddle over the competitor, and he copped it on. I think it was the Saturday he did that one.
Yeah, so two different relays.
Yeah, so social media went nuts on him. They were just ripping him on the Saturday. Sunday happened.
Just being like bad sportsmanship.
Bad sportsmanship.
Did he get disqualified or
anything like that? Nothing. Fine. Completely fine. Yeah.
And then you're allowed to do that?
Oh, I guess
that's where
we
it was
don't
up for
know.
debate.
Yeah.
That's where it was up for debate. And we don't know enough. But then the Sunday, so then another relay, the exact same two teams were coming in, and this is the exact same person, Jake. Was coming in on the wave next to the exact same Newport team.
No, it was a different guy.
It was a different guy, but it was the same Newport relay
same
team.
Yeah.
And he did, nothing happened, but he did beat him in the run up the beach, and fuck, did he give it to the crowd. Yeah. He walked up to the crowd and he was like giving him telling him to keep talking, telling him to shush, going like that, giving him some, and I thought, I like that. I love a bit of fuck you attitude, but I don't, he's gonna. There's gonna be a lot of hate towards the club, and it's almost like, what are the repercussions of doing that to other people? Your teammates, your club, the people you represent.
How does it reflect on them?
Exactly.
Of course.
So it was cool to watch.
It was quite
as an outsider, I liked it.
I feel exactly right. I feel as if it's one of those things, because we're not affiliated with either club. I feel as if the club, that's kind of what the clubbies have. They have that club mentality.
Yeah.
And
it's your team.
Yeah, your team, your club. You ride or die for your club.
I only recently found out that surfers and clubbies have a rivalry between them. Do you guys hear that?
With
just random surfers.
And
clubbies.
I think it's a real
rivalry.
I think it's a bit because you can catch any wave you want sort of thing. It's a real.
I guess that's in the whole surf kind of world.
It's in the surf culture and
localism and all that.
Yeah, I think it's part of that as well.
Grow up.
I think there is some attitude against the clubbies in that way, that they are a bit I don't know, what's the word? Cliquey?
Yeah,
is that it?
Yeah.
They are.
Yeah. They are, yeah.
That's fine. I used to be one of them, so it's all good.
Oh, okay. Oh, shit.
But I think that's where it kind of blows up, because they have such that clubland.
And again, they do think they are the fucking bee's knees.
Yeah.
I've seen interview after interview, this is the hardest sport in the world. We train the most. I see you at on your social media at the fucking Burley Pav every weekend. You're not the hardest working.
They do love to go out.
They love going out. It's I
reckon Aussies is an excuse for Mad Monday.
They literally, there are athletes still that remain members of a club just so they can go do the F team swim or something. Like they're in team F on the relay just so they can go and get pissed on Monday.
On Monday,
like
when they should be at work.
Yeah, they're just on the day off.
Just
so
want to feel like part of a group.
To be fair,
it makes a lot of sense.
I'd love a Mad Monday.
That looks sick, though.
Yeah, Mad Monday would be awesome. Yeah.
We just don't have a club like that. You know, there's no actual big clubs or like club rivalry.
Yeah, we should start one.
Unfunded club.
Mad
Monday.
Well, everyone, they can wear our merch.
Yes.
Yeah.
I was kidding. I shouldn't have said
Hats,
that.
phone cases,
Fucking
t-shirts.
hell.
Yeah, everything.
I love it.
Tri-suits.
Tri-suits.
Today we're getting to know Sarah. That's what I do when I don't want to talk about it. I just fucking move on.
Yeah, I know. Just deflect.
So, Sarah.
Yes.
Obviously, when we're around the triathlon kind of scene or wherever we are racing, people go, oh, like, you know, podcast guys now. We are.
Yeah, we're not athletes.
Are you getting recognised?
Yeah,
Are you getting talked about?
The podcast guys.
The podcast.
Anyway,
I love it.
Anyway, they go, who's Sarah?
Yeah.
Who's Sarah? They know me and Lockie obviously a bit more, but Sarah hasn't been seen
who is she?
ever at a triathlon. So who is Sarah? Obviously, why is she on Triathlon Podcast? How do we know producer Sarah? And give us a little intro to yourself, Sarah. How did you get into podcasting?
Okay.
And how are we all sitting in this room with you doing a podcast?
Yep.
Yeah, that's kind of
good intro.
That's really every question at once. Okay,
should we start? That was just general.
Just explain yourself. Okay, podcasting. How did I get into it? I've got a journalism degree, so I studied that. I wanted to be in TV first. Went and did work experience there. Hated it. TV is a very cutthroat space. It's very like appearance based as well. So like it really matters what you look like. Obviously. Yeah. I'm a bit weird looking. So that didn't really work out for me. But it's like people who've been in the industry for a very long time will like not help young people starting because they're afraid that the young people will take their jobs because it's an appearance thing, right? So it's very toxic.
Carl Stefanovic.
I was about to say he's
taken over.
He's not the best looking bloke.
Yeah, but he's a dude.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yes.
What about Lisa Wilkinson? Why don't you take over her job?
Wait, who's the other guy? The baldy who was on Sunrise.
Koshi.
I was going to say he's again
ugly as bag full of arseholes.
Looks like a fucking.
It's got
like an Easter egg. Like.
Yeah. So that didn't really work out, and I ended up in radio because radio is super down to earth. I got a face radio. Exactly. That's exactly it. It's just down to earth. It's more fun. I did work experience there when I was 16 and met like Amanda Keller and I did a little segment. I actually tried out for Australia's Next Top Model. Do you remember that? Do you remember that show? I don't know.
Yeah.
So I did that.
That was like 10-year-olds me.
Yes. Eyeless dinner plates.
Whoa, Mum, that's what they look like?
So I went and applied for that show when I was 16 as a joke. I was way too short and I just made a complete fool of myself and like swan down the like catwalk and was like, oh, I can't believe I didn't make it and this is bullshit. Like I'm never coming back. And like apparently I made it onto the commercial for it.
Oh.
So people at school were like, oh, you look good on the commercial and thought I was being serious. And I was like, shit. So that was a lot more fun. So I ended up doing graduate diploma in radio and podcasting as well, which is at Afters, which is a sick little university. And then I went into radio. And I like radio, but you can't swear, you can't talk for very long, and there's a lot of rules. What are you fucking talking about? Layton said the C word last time. Did you hear that?
I'll get belted by Mum.
We're going to clip that and send it to her.
Shit, don't swear, Layton.
So there's a lot more flexibility when it comes to podcasts. So that's why I ended up here. Started at Podfire, met you guys, and you said you wanted to do a triathlon podcast.
Well, it took a bit of convincing, I think, at first. I don't think we wanted to at first.
No, well, I think... Well, I know nothing about triathlon, right? So I was like, how's this going to be good?
We kind of got thrown into a room together and it was like, I think your first words were, I know nothing about triathlon. I thought, fuck, awesome. How am I going to explain this to you?
Yeah, exactly.
Pitch your idea to me. I was like, oh, shit.
From just a boys group chat where we were like, let's make a podcast.
Yeah. I think I messaged like two of the other boys and I was like, oh, like there's a new producer coming in, like who wants to do a pod? Like, I think because Brett, who owns Podfire, he was on to me about, you should do a pod. We've got the studio, we've got we've got the producer. Like, it'd be good. And I thought, mate, there's nothing. Like, we're not going to have anything to talk about. And then I thought, yeah, we'll give it a go. Actually, like, let's throw some episodes together. And then I remember that. Oh, actually, this is funny because I don't think we've ever told you this. No, we definitely haven't. When we were when we first came in here to meet you, we didn't realize that we were pitching to you.
Oh. Yeah, we had no clue.
We thought we were just like, oh yeah, this is our idea. Like, let's do it.
Yeah.
We didn't realize that we actually had to pitch to you and get the all clear.
Yeah.
So like when you and Brett said, oh yeah, pitch your idea. Like, and she'll decide if she wants to do it. I thought, oh fuck. There's actually some pressure here. Like, they might say no. What do you mean? I thought we were just a walk in here. Like, and we both walked out thinking like, did we get it? Like, what?
Did we get it?
Do you reckon they liked us? Like, what the hell? I work in these offices. Like, it's going to be awkward if I got it back in tomorrow. Like,
we've rejected you so hard.
Yeah.
But no, we jumped in for the demo, remember the first time, and you guys were talking away.
Yeah.
And like halfway through, I just had so many questions.
Yeah.
And then I was like, do you guys mind if I actually ask you some questions? And then we started doing that, and it kind of just worked, didn't it?
It was. Well, I remember the first recording was like an hour, like nearly 90 minutes.
It was
so long. Well, that was fun. Probably shouldn't do it for that long again.
No.
But it was fun.
Thank God we haven't.
Time.
Yeah, so that's kind of how we met, and that's how I fell into this position, and I never knew it would work out this way. Like, I'm a massive fan of what we've been doing with the Unfunded. Like, early days, I was like, this is
They're in trouble.
I don't know. But I think it's, even in such a short time, it's come a long way. And the dynamics that we have in terms of, like, you guys will talk shit. Like, you just start talking about this stuff that people don't even know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
And I think that's where I
where
come in.
Where you come in with the actual...
Help people who aren't in the sport yet, but maybe trying to make their way in, understand a little bit more about it.
This is probably like not the best way to say it, but the only way I can think of it is like the general Joe's perspective of triathlon. Yeah. Someone that doesn't really know about it. We are so, I guess, involved in the sport, and that's all we think about.
You're so used to talking in the way that you do.
Yeah, exactly right. Where you come in as someone who doesn't really know about triathlon, obviously learning more and more and more.
Yeah.
That's where I think you very much fit in to the podcast.
Oh, I love it.
That's what we like.
And plus I do all the bloody socials
and
that's all the editing and all the posting.
That's what I was going to ask. What does it actually take to produce a podcast?
Because it's huge.
I mean, I'm not very tech savvy.
Yeah, you were sure.
No, none at all. Remember at the start, I was like, can you guys make some videos? And like, make that
made
video.
This fucking awful video.
I should find that video and post it on our socials and let everybody see. But no, there's a lot of work that goes in. I think that's the reason that a lot of podcasts fail before 10 episodes is because there's a lot involved. It's we shoot the video, we do the audio, and then we've got to edit both, and then we've got to make all the socials. I'm posting 5 times a week on this one, and then we've got other podcasts as well, and then all the descriptions, the promos, the intro, outros, everything. It's a big job. It really is.
And we write the run sheet.
Yeah, well,
actually, sorry.
I write the run sheet.
We all play a part.
Yeah.
We all play a part.
I do the clap thing at the start and say, here we go.
No, alrighty is the
alrighty.
Yes.
Yeah, I got that clap thing down packed.
You have. Yeah. And that's me, I guess.
That's producer Sarah.
Yeah. Well, if there's any other questions people want to know, they can just shoot us an email.
I was just going to say.
Yeah, it's because I'll get it. The voice won't.
No, I see the DMs.
Yeah,
every time I get a notification, I think, yes.
Yeah, I need you guys to do the DMs. You need to respond.
That's fine. I can do that.
Do that.
Perfect. Thank you.
I was going to say, because you're obviously on Triathlon Podcast, I was going to say, what do you think of triathlon, and what have you learnt about the world of triathlon? What's the best thing you've learnt about?
Best and worst.
Yeah. Okay. Well, like, I've always thought that people who do marathons or triathlons or any long distance running of any description are absolutely insane. It's never been something that I wanted to do because I used to run and I hated it. So I am very interested in learning more because it's like F1 in a way, I guess, because there's like a lot that goes on behind the scenes that you don't see, I suppose. learning about it is really cool to know that there's so many more different facets of it rather than just, you're just going for a long run. Like there's teamwork involved, there's community, there's all these different things, the different layers of it. You got your World Cups and your small things. It's a breathing, it's a living.
Cups,
I got it. It's a living, breathing organism, and it is, just exciting to learn more about this very diverse sport that I thought was pretty boring, And it's not. That's what makes it so cool. And obviously, I've enjoyed it so much that I've started running. So that's got to be a good sign.
That is.
Yeah.
Health and well-being. Love that.
Yeah.
If we can make an impact, make one person run a bit further.
Yeah.
And it was
nice.
Sarah, our producer.
Producer Sarah.
No one listening.
She just did it for the pod.
I would.
Nice.
Yeah.
Well, hopefully everyone got to know Sarah a little bit more.
Yeah.
And if anybody wants to be a producer of podcasts.
Yeah.
Talk
to me.
Hit her up, yeah.
Or if they want to produce your own podcast on something else, I do that as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So hit me up. Give me some money.
Yeah.
I need it.
Go to Sarah.
Nice. Well, one thing we actually did miss, and we've probably going to have to be better at this. We missed a couple of races on the weekend, didn't we?
Yeah, we did.
Yeah, we missed a couple. We spoke about the big one.
You forgot that there was races on?
Yeah, I know.
I feel as if with the world of triathlon, there's always so much hype on one race that happens over the weekend, and we've been inundated with the T100 stuff.
Yeah, that was the big race we spoke about last week, and we were so excited about that one.
Yeah.
We did miss two.
We missed two others.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Which weren't where we come from. Obviously, we think about the WTCS and the World Cups.
No, see, one of them was the World Championships.
Oh.
Yeah, but it was an e-sport.
E-sport, not here for it. Not a huge fan.
E-sport?
Have you heard about the e-sport?
Well, to me, e-sport is video games.
Well, this is essentially like the video game of triathlon.
Oh.
Yeah, so like you're still physically doing the sport. So you swim in a pool.
Yeah.
So it's like the indoor one. So you swim in a pool, but you jump on a stationary bike.
Yeah,
and
these
the video character moves around like the screen, and it's still based off what you're doing. So it's copying your power output and the speed you would be producing, and it's essentially like you're watching a figure on the screen.
Yeah, like a Mario Kart.
Yeah, exactly.
And
then
that's cool.
Jump
same on the
treadmill.
Yeah.
And we did have a word about this because it's kind of like, it's not as
pretty boring.
I think it's boring. Who wants to watch somebody on a stationary bike and then watch them on a treadmill? I didn't watch the race. We didn't even talk about the race.
No.
So that's how exciting we were.
Yeah.
Might as well just play Mario Kart, seriously.
Yeah. I
don't see the appeal of it ever.
Yeah,
really.
I
love the idea, and we said this last time, the idea of Levine and the indoor triathlon, which you can do, and it's still a triathlon where they're out on their bike. There's a technical aspect and there's a race dynamic.
Yeah, still risk of people
crashing
as well.
Yeah, race dynamic compared to an e-triathlon where it's such a controlled environment. Like, I wouldn't be surprised next time they have those infinity spa pools that they're swimming in.
Yeah.
Just like a set pace. Like
breaststroking their way through.
It's not. It's like
watching paint dry.
I actually don't think I've watched a single one. It's been going on for like 3 or 4 years.
Yeah,
now.
I've seen a couple of clips of it. Yeah, I'm not a fan.
And commentating on triathlon is hard enough. Like to build excitement around a triathlon race, it's hard enough. Watching them all in a line, just on their bike, and that poor commentator's got to try and make that sound exciting.
Oh my God, he's going for the overtake.
Yeah. It's like, and then you just see this little figure just.
Wait, how detailed is the screens? Like,
it's a cartoon.
Is it a stick figure situation?
Nah,
is it a Mario Kart?
It's a Mario. It is a Mario Kart style.
Mario Kart level. Okay.
Yeah, it's not. It's
so
just,
like the app. It's called Zwift.
Weird.
Zwift is the app. And like, if you were, how we ride maybe indoors when Cyclone Alfred was, Lockie decided not to, but you sit indoors and you can connect your trainer to this app, and it's called Wahoo, and it's literally like Mario Kart. You ride around, you see your watts, you're going around clocking Ks, and you go past people, but
it's so boring.
Yeah, nah.
It's boring for the people watching.
Yeah, I mean, we're triathletes. We don't like it. So, Anyway, there were some really good athletes that raced it.
So let's give them a shout out.
To be fair, or do you want to try with that? Actually,
you try.
I think I got it.
Yeah.
So the winner of the men's, Maxime Huber Moonsberger.
Yep, he's German, so that was close.
No, he's not. He's French.
Oh, shit. Yeah.
I know. I
No,
think
I
I
think-
actually said it in a German accent.
Yeah.
Munzburger. Munzburger.
Burger.
He's French.
I think the guy in thirds.
Fuck. I didn't
German.
even see that third one. How are you meant to say that thing? Oh, you're saying it. I'll say Chase McQueen was second.
And I don't even know. Massey.
Let me
Mijek.
see it.
Okay, Sarah.
Mijek. Brzdlek.
That's
Brzdizak.
Massige Bruzziak.
Fucking hell.
Yeah. So he came in third.
Good on him. Don't know who he is.
Clearly.
Change that name.
We're not very good. We are just two Australians trying to pronounce these European names, which we haven't been exposed to.
Yeah, Chase McQueen's easy. He's the most American person.
Yeah.
Chase.
And McQueen.
And McQueen,
Yeah,
lightning.
that's pretty cool. And then the women.
Yep. Cassandra Bow Grant, Beth Potter, and Julia Brocker.
I mean, you literally got the Olympian.
Yeah, first and second.
Gold and bronze.
Beth Potter came.
No, she was third. Julie Darren.
Oh, remember when we said that we should do some more research?
No, I mean, you should just know this. Julie Darren was second.
Yeah.
God.
She won an Olympic medal. Yeah.
She did. She won an Olympic medal.
I think she has a silver to her name anyway.
Yep.
Yeah,
you're right. In the relay in 2020.
Yeah.
Anyway,
work,
so
guys.
that was the boring race of e-triathlon
that we forgot about.
That we forgot about, and I also hope it just doesn't happen again because I don't really care.
Yeah, we have to cover it. It is triathlon.
Where was it held?
It was in London. So
it's in London.
the Olympic swimming pool
you
at
can
London.
just have a better spot. Like a better
London's
race.
cool.
London is
but
awesome.
Yeah.
Like they have a Super League race in London and it goes off.
Yeah.
Like it's so big, but just putting it in a stadium, it's I don't like it.
I don't know.
I won't get around it.
Maybe it's one of those big city things.
Unless they want to pay me a lot of
like.
money to go and race it, then I'm all for it.
Yeah, I'll
Yeah.
sign up.
Whoa, hang on. I like it now.
The dollars?
I think I like that now.
Sounds. I'll be there.
Whoa, all right.
Ching, ching.
First class only.
Yeah. And I reckon they would with Super League. They've got enough money.
Well, maybe not after how I just spoke about it.
Yeah. Never getting the
That's
contract.
true.
Not getting the contract there.
Oh, well.
Oh no.
Next up, we had T100 Singapore. This is what we talked about
And this was exciting.
last week. And it
Huge.
was very exciting. We'll start with the men again, just go in order. We had Hayden Wild. I think he was going to win.
I didn't even have him in top 3.
No, nor did I, really.
I thought he was going to blow.
Yeah.
And he just, he went out and smoked him. He literally did. He was so
You
dominant.
should have seen him. He swam second pack, but then rode off the front.
With Rigo Bogan.
Yep. And then
Rico
ran
Bogan.
away with it. And he looks unstoppable.
Yeah,
this
he
year,
did
to be
look
honest.
quick. He did look real quick, especially over that. Like, I think that's his specialty, that distance. Like the half seems to be a bit far. He's always trying to race Alex Yee or a Matty Howes or all those quicker boys over the shorter stuff. But this,
He looks unstoppable.
He'll be unstoppable.
Weren't you guys one of you guys meant to be wearing a tri-suit today?
No, not for this stuff. We kept it with the World Triathlon stuff.
Yeah,
Okay.
we
All
said just the World Cups and WTCS.
But I mean, if we were, we both would be in suits because we didn't get a single pin.
So we
Yeah.
so
okay.
we decided casual clothes.
Brown shirts.
Yeah, you're wearing the same shirt.
Great.
Essentially. There's like the same colour shirts.
Yeah,
you
it
guys
is.
plan this?
No.
We did.
Oh.
No, we didn't. Anyway, in the women.
No,
Sorry,
we haven't
continue.
finished off the podium. Leo
Oh,
Berger
sorry. Yeah.
in second. So Hayden Wild in first, Leo Berger in second, and Martin Van Riel. I didn't think he would have anything. He raced Ironman South Africa the week before,
And second.
and he comes, and then he comes here and comes third.
Weird
I mean,
because he was annoyingly, I remember I made a bold prediction in like one of the first episodes that I thought he was just going to come out and win every single T100, and he kind of ruined it by going and racing an Ironman last week because to come third shows how good he is. So he could, if he was fresh and,
contend for that win.
he could have contended for that win.
That's what Hayden actually said in his post-race interview. He was like, with someone like Martin Van Riel, who was, fatigued off an Ironman 7 days before. Can you imagine that? And then going racing in Singapore in the bloody
In the
34-degree heat and humidity.
Or the humidity even.
Yeah.
What I like about that though is that's a full short course
Podium
from last year. All those boys were short course and they've made the jump up, and I said this, and I don't think the long course people will be very happy with me, but they're going to do so shit compared to the short course guys. As soon as the short course guys come up and start taking the long course stuff seriously, like the guys that have just done long course for a number of years now, they're just not going to be competitive.
Why do you think that is?
I don't think that I as a short course athlete, you can't necessarily have a weakness because the depth is so good, and there is just so much talent brought up through these national federations that you got yourself a Leo Berger and a Martin Van Riel. They're the quickest swimmers, quickest cyclists, quickest runners. Hayden Wild, quickest biker and quickest runner out of everyone, and he proved that. But like you can't have a Sam Long or a Lionel Sanders in this distance.
Not with those people in the same field. I still feel as if there's a place for the people like the Lionel Sanders, and we'll get to that later. He won the race in Oceanside. I feel
Ironman's different. Ironman is different.
It was still 70.3.
Oh, okay.
So it was still like relative to the distance, but I think the field that the T100 has this year, it's very much been signed from a short course background to a long course.
Yeah, it's trying to meet in the middle, I guess.
Yeah. It's that weird hybrid of the two that they're trying to do, and they've put it together. But I think the swim is too quick for some of these guys.
Yeah.
And it's just
I still can't see, like, say all these guys are in the Oceanside race. That podium's not that podium. This is still the podium. I don't see Lionel being competitive with these guys.
Yeah.
Come to a run. I know Lionel can run, but he can't run like these three can run.
Yeah, well, yeah.
But wouldn't you argue that their weakness of the short, course people is long distance stuff?
Not with the training that they do these days. Like, not with the training physiologies and not physiology methods.
Methodologies.
That's a tongue twister I wasn't going to get. But I just don't think, especially 70.3, I don't think that they would have that much trouble. A lot of these guys, Leo Berger, Martin Van Riel, they're in their 30s. They've had 15 years now of
doing massive
just
hours.
loads. Like when you've got that much backlog of just years and years and years of big off seasons into big training blocks, that adds up, and you can get through a longer distance race. So yes, someone at our age at 24, we would have trouble being able to convert into a longer distance, but not for these guys.
I feel as if what's changed this, and we're seeing the change in the sport over the middle distance, is the people coming up. It's very much this changing period right now of what's actually happening. These short course guys, they're elite short course guys. They're the best in the world at short course. Coming into the long distance, I feel as if it depends on the race dynamic and who's in the race. I very much think, and we've talked about before, the people with the allies, I think that changes the race so much. If you have someone, as we saw in the T100, there was a pretty quick swim. You had a Vince Louis and then a Max Stapley. But then you saw those guys, they couldn't actually convert it to the bike and the run in that race. I don't know what they came. They were about 15 minutes back.
In the end,
wow. Yeah, so they got relatively flogged.
Especially when you got a Hayden Wild and a Rico Bogan, who are, then you would then say the opposite end of the spectrum, probably the two strongest cyclists in the world.
Yeah. So I very much think it depends on, and I reckon some cases these long course guys who are pure long course guys like the Lionel Sanders and Sam Long can have a race that will be beneficial, or they'll be able to mix it better than what you probably think against the short course guys. I don't think it's going to be heavily dominated by the short course guys all year. I think in the T100 it will be, because that's the field that they've set. They've only got 20 guys that can race it. But I think over a 70.3 and a 70.3 world champs, that some of these other guys, like the pure long course guys, can come. It's all going to be dependent on the race dynamics. If their bike and run can just absolutely monster through a pack of 15, 20, great swimmers from short course can still ride a bike.
I don't believe it, but I think they could prove me wrong. You see the swimmers that you got there, and you see the swim that Sam Long and whatnot have. Yeah. It's just miles apart.
It is, yeah.
Miles apart. Like, Sam Long is still learning how to swim.
Yeah.
As a professional triathlete.
Relative, yeah.
It just, I don't see them.
Something like 5 minutes back out of the swim.
Oh.
It's incredible.
That's a long time.
Crazy,
which is not,
crazy.
I don't see it. He's a great cyclist and a great runner, but no, I don't see that happening.
Yeah.
We'll see. He could prove me wrong.
We'll see.
Could prove me wrong.
But
athlete of the week, probably.
Yeah, I think so as well.
We don't have an athlete of the week for this stuff, but if there was,
she'd be
athlete of the week.
The women's race, we have Kate Woff.
No, we didn't pick her.
we didn't pick her at all. She was another short course athlete that's obviously signed in this series. And as we said, making signings from the short course to this long course series. Kate Woff just absolutely dominant.
She was like in the front pack.
But she rode away from...
long course specialists.
Yeah.
Like Lucy Charles-Barkley is known as a great cyclist.
Yeah, and a great swimmer.
She swam with her and then rode away from her.
Yeah.
Rode like 5 minutes into
5 minutes, and then ran 3 minutes into like most of them.
She ran 5 minutes, and then I think she into Lucy again. I think she ran like 8 minutes into her.
Yeah, crazy.
Was it a sprint finish or was it?
No,
she
no.
went by
She was miles.
minutes.
How
Minutes.
minutes?
There was a video of
5
her
minutes or
literally
so.
going like,
I can't believe
what did I
this.
just do?
I've just won.
How
Oh,
did I
really?
do
She was
this?
like, "Where is everybody?"
Yeah. It was
Wow.
insane. It was insane.
That's cool.
Just
Pretty cool.
really is excelled in that jump, and she's young, like 26.
Yeah,
20
not old.
No, she's definitely single.
What makes you say that? What?
What was that, Loggy?
Why is that?
I mean, it was pretty obvious that she'd had a bit of a long-lasting relationship with one of the other triathletes, and one of her recent Instagram posts that's got like 150,000 views would definitely suggest that they're broken up.
Oh, okay. So
It's one of those
she's in a bikini.
No, she was doing like a bit of a try on haul of like her new outfits, and it was some of the comments. Even some of the comments on it. I mean, some of the comments are pretty inappropriate. Like some people need to fucking realize that this isn't Pornhub.
This is a human being, and it's Instagram.
Like, calm down with some of the comments on that. But there was a couple of comments as well saying like, well, I guess they're broken up.
Okay, I need to check out this video. What on earth is that? It's suggestive.
That was pretty funny.
Suggestive.
Yeah.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah. But no, that was pretty funny. That definitely got sent around to a few group chats. But anyway, apart from that, great athlete,
God.
like great race. It was really quite impressive to see that transition.
Yeah.
Into the long course.
Second.
You picked her. Hang on, you picked her to win even the World Series, didn't you? Or be up there in the world?
Yeah, I think I picked her in the top 3.
I think I had her in the top 3 as well. So I wonder if she'll be able to come back and translate that.
We've done pretty good of up and coming talent.
We have actually.
Well
We
done.
have. This would be good.
And then we had Lisa Periter. I actually don't know.
I don't know who she is.
I can't pronounce names. I'm sorry, guys.
And I also don't know who she is.
I reckon we just try our best and don't even mention that we can't
and then we had
anymore.
And then we had Lucy Charles Barkley. I thought she would be up there in that one. Obviously dominant swimmer and rider, and I think that plays to her strength with the short course girls coming into the field.
Yep.
Her name is Charles Barkley.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not to get
barrel?
confused with Niles
Yeah.
Barkley.
No.
Well, there is also a Charles Barkley.
Yeah, right. Interesting. No, I was thinking of the singer.
I was thinking of the basketball player.
Okay, well,
I don't know any
you don't
of it.
know either?
Charles Barkley.
What?
No.
No, Niles Barkley? No.
He's an icon.
You know that song?
No.
Crazy?
No.
I think you're crazy.
Oh, yeah.
I think you're crazy. Yeah, that one.
I don't know.
That was Niles Barkley.
I'm not going to get the.
Not good on the pop culture.
I'm not going to get the pitch right
Yeah,
on that.
I'll take care of the pop culture. So
Okay.
yeah, it's all good.
And then we had 70.3 Oceanside. We'll just go how we've gone before. We had the men, Lionel Sanders, Rudy Von Berg, and Gustav Eden. That's where I thought with Lionel, where you said, I don't think those long course guys will have it anymore. We just beat Gustav. I mean, Christian had a flat, but
is Gustav short course anymore?
yeah, maybe not.
He hasn't really been short course for like good 5 years now. I
Yeah,
reckon.
but he beat Jake Birtwistle. He came 6th.
Seth
at
Ryder
this
was
race.
4th.
Yeah, so
But they're not like the top tier of short course guys.
Yeah, well, not in the current prime, which Hayden Wild and Leah Berger are.
Yeah.
Like they're still were a year ago at the Olympics, very much the top.
They're still very
ones.
good.
Yeah,
Very good. Top 30 in the world. I'd
yeah.
say.
Oh, 100%. Yeah. So it'll be interesting. And then in the women, we had Paula Finlay, Jackie Herring, and Danielle Lewis in the women at Oceanside. So that was a.
What are you laughing at?
Oh, I just know fuck all Ironman women.
Yeah.
Like, I don't.
Maybe you should just
Nah,
leave
it's-
all the Iron Man
it's
stuff
bad.
to me.
It's bad because like
all the pop culture to me, and you cover everything else. Is that right?
You just sit there.
I know
Just-
Paula Finlay. I know she's really
Yeah,
good.
yeah, yeah.
I know
Just
she's.
sit
I know
there.
she's really good.
She is very
Sit
good.
there, look
The-
pretty.
yeah, it's like they just don't.
But they're very much an American field, that one there.
Yeah.
So yeah, that was part of the Ironman Pro series. So I guess that's interesting. Another thing to follow. There's so much.
So many layers to it now. So many
Yeah.
different private races coming up. So many.
That's what I mean. There is just so much.
Yeah,
I didn't realize.
Which, to be fair, is not necessarily a bad thing because there's different opportunities to make money. You know, what avenues are athletes going down? Hopefully, it all funnels sort of into one overall like champion, so you can really see who's the best of the best on the day.
Will it turn out? You know, boxing and all this. How you obviously have the different divisions, like what would you call it? Franchises that have, so you have the WBC, the WBO, the WBA.
Yeah. Yep.
Do you reckon that this would ever go that way, where you have the T100? What's kind of like that at the moment. T100 world champion, and then you have the
I hope not.
70.3 Ironman world champion, and then you also have the Challenge world champion.
It kind of is like that, actually.
It kind of is like that.
That sounds good.
But then I think what's more prestigious? Like, I still think there has to be levels to what's more prestigious.
Like you have the WBC, which is like the top one, or the compared to what's the worst one? Like WBO.
See, I would still, I would still say
it's
like
a world championship.
Still needs tiers.
Yeah, I still think like your Ironman 70.3 world champion. So I would say like Yella Gaines.
Yeah, he's the top middle distance guy.
Top dog in the middle distance, and then you would have like Martin Van Riel, T100, and then fuck knows whoever won the Challenge series.
Yeah.
Whoever won that.
Yeah.
You're at the bottom.
Yeah.
But like that's your sort of tier.
Yeah. I totally agree with that.
Yeah. I like you got to have sort of one top dog.
Yeah.
Out of that whole thing.
these.
Otherwise it's just what are you racing for?
Yeah. I agree with all of this too.
Yeah.
I just want to be part of the group. Yes.
That's our takes on that and the results over the weekend. There's no racing, I think, this weekend that we know of.
Well, that's your job, mate. You're on the run sheet, so you can fucking know.
Well, there was no World Triathlon racing, and when I searched up Ironman racing, there was nothing that popped up.
So hopefully no one bites her head off for that.
And there's a couple of contis, I think, in Africa somewhere.
Yeah, we're not talking about our contis.
So there is some racing, but
we'll talk about the contis that we're in.
And that's about it for the racing for this week. So no predictions.
Yeah, sorry. Sarah, wrap it up because I gotta go.
Cool. Okay. This is a lot more tame than last week's Unhinged episode. So check us out on our socials, The Unfunded Pod. Our email address is theunfundedpodcast@gmail.com. If you've got any questions for any of us, especially me, because I'm the only one that checks the messages, send us an email or a DM. We love you.
Let us know if you have any merch sources.
Oh,
yes, merch. Agreed. It's gone. See ya.
Thanks, bye.